Hello, everybody! Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. Sorry, it's me. Sorry to disappoint everybody. It's your old boy Danny here to play some, to develop some games expertly. Much like how we play the games around here, we also develop them in an expert fashion. So I don't know why, I just felt like playing some Game Dev Tycoon, which is kind of an old game-ish at this point, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just in the mood for it. So let's play some games since we didn't have a video for today. Two things to decide straight off the bat. Player name, that's easy enough. Danny Bergelson is obviously my name. With a U, Bergelson. And company name. Well, I mean, we got to decide what we want to call our game development company, which obviously is a critically important decision. Over the years, you've had names such as Electronic Arts, Codemasters, Ubisoft, going back to the old days, like the Bitmap Brothers and people like that, you know, Raven Software, like really powerful names. Like, we need to think of a name that's befitting our determination and grit and just the way we're going to tackle this gaming thing head on. So I'm thinking we call it I don't know, it's got to be a good one. Any suggestions from the chat? If anyone's in, you know, feel free to come up with a good idea for a name for our development studio. Just trying to think of a really good name. Let's call it Heaney Studios. No, I don't. No. Got to think of something better than that. I know. Why don't we call it? Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Actually, it kind of works in both ways. Can I make my character bald? That's the key question. And whenever you get a character creation tool like this, if you can't make your character bald, then I am immediately upset about it. Obviously, because I've got no hair. So, hey, PW Epic Player, welcome. So it looks like I can't make my character bald, so that's unfortunate. What we will do instead is go with like the 80s mullet vibe with the blonde hair. Oh, you gotta be the old tank top, right? Back in the 1980s with your IBM PC and your Model M keyboard. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Okay. Sweet. So we're underway. So Game Dev Tycoon basically is a game where you develop games and then try and make money from developing games, and it's supposed to be like a metaphorical journey through the history of it. I'm going to turn this down slightly for myself because that's quite loud, this music, and it's getting kind of repetitive. If the music's too loud, people let me know and I can £8,000 monthly costs. I'm just sat in my own garage. What am I spending 8k on? What am I spending 8k on? I'm just sat here at a computer, both figuratively and in the game. Is that the other way? Hey, again. Why is that? Right, we need to get some work done here, boys, because that's a lot of money. Before development can begin, you have to decide who has £8,000 of outgoings every month. Who has that kind of money to spend, especially in like 1980, whatever the heck this is, where you start off in this game. Like, if you account for inflation, what's he got? Like a jacuzzi and a swimming pool and like 5 butlers to pay. Like, anyway, blood pressure. Right, tutorial. Before development can begin, you have to decide what kind of game you want to create and give your game a name, and you can also select which graphic technology your game should use. Obviously, your options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, you'll be able to unlock new options. Okie dokie. So game concept. I mean, let's pick the topic. I think you need to know what your game's about first before you give it a name. So certainly we can pick a topic for our game. And at the moment we seem limited to one of 4 choices, either a mad science game, a government game, a spy game, or a vocabulary. So vocabulary seems like edutainment kind of software. Not too interested in that. Spy game, I mean, is that like a James Bond game, or is it more like an LA Noir? Or I mean, well, I suppose that's up to us, I guess. Government makes me think of strategy games, maybe something like SimCity or things like that. Mad science. What's a mad science game? Half-Life? I mean, I don't know what a mad science game is, to be honest. Let's go. What is a mad science game? I don't know. So, well, so you pick a genre as well. Okay. So I can have a mad science game, which is also a strategy, like, or is it a simulation or an adventure? Or a mad science RPG. I think a government strategy game seems like a good combination. We need a strong one to kick off with, and we can pick one of 2. I'm gonna make Steam stop popping up toasts because that's kind of annoying. How do you do that? Yeah, so we can pick one of 2 different platforms. We can either be or what they call the G64, which I assume means the Commodore 64, or we can develop on the PC, which obviously is I mean, with the benefit of hindsight, we know that the PC is kind of the stronger platform, but and actually it's cheaper to develop for, right? It's got less market share at this moment in time, but not by a huge amount. 43% market share. So it's a tough question, but I feel like developing on PC is probably going to be the way I go with this. Oh, whatever. Steam, you can do what you want. You kind of have a very frustrating interface. So we'll develop in a government strategy game on the PC. So now we need a name for this. Let's call it. Why everybody just popping up games? Playing video games. It's ridiculous. How do I stop it from doing this? Interface. I should turn it off permanently, really. Like I don't care what other people are playing. Like it's not of interest to me, really. How do you make Steam work? Interface. Broadcasting, web browser. Oh. Whatever. Just everybody who's on my friends list, just stop playing games. Yeah, a government strategy game. Let's call it Trump Simulator. We're going to make it so we can either make it text-based up. Well, I think we need some graphics in there because I don't think just having it text-based would be particularly appealing. So we'll pour some money into graphics. So game development runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage, you can decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus for your game greatly increases the points you generate. Okay, cool. Think about what areas are important for your game and decrease the focus on areas you think are less important. If you want to read a brief description of the different areas, please refer to the help menu. Okay. Story and quests, probably not as important for this kind of game because it's more of a do-it-yourself strategy simulation kind of thing, so that's fine. I think the engine needs to be solid and the gameplay needs to be pretty solid. Maybe. So I'm thinking maybe something like that. And now we're under development. While developing your game, you will generate game points, which you can see bubbling up. The game points are divided into design points and technology points. The more points you generate, the better the game will be. Okay. From time to time, there will also be bug points generated. These points become less likely once you gain experience. Okay, so bugs, basically. Bugs should be fixed before the game is released, but they increase development time and cost. CD Projekt Red know about that. So I can always ask them for advice on how to handle that kind of situation. Right, development stage 2. Dialogue, level design, artificial intelligence. Well, so I'm thinking for a game like this, AI is going to be important. Level design, is that really applicable? Dialogue. I'm just going to put a lot of it into AI. Because I think these things are not massively important for this kind of game, I would say. But AI, if you're playing against, because especially back in these days, right? Because like people didn't have the internet and stuff, so you'd be playing against the AI all the time, right? During development, you can also select additional features for your game. Right now, you can only pick basic sounds, but your options will increase quickly. Selecting additional features makes the game generally better, but also increases its cost. You'll see the graphic type you selected when you defined the game. This is just to remind you of your choice. Can't change it. Okay. So an extra 5k to put some sound. Well, we need sound. You can't have a game without sound. Like, so how does world design differ from level design? That's my question. I would say world design's kind of important, but graphics and sound I want to be nice. Maybe graphics a bit more than sound because we only have basic sounds. So I'm probably going to do that. This Trump Simulator is going to take the world by storm, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the greatest government RPG simulator game thing that anybody's ever seen. The development of your first game is now complete. You can press the finish button to publish the game, but you should only do that once you fix the majority of bugs. Releasing a game without fixing bugs can severely impact your ratings. Yes, CD Projekt Red know a lot about that. So you should only ever consider that if you need the cash and you can't afford to wait. Enough cyberpunk jokes. That'll do. Publish. Oh no, you've just introduced a bug. Just as I was clicking the finish button. That's what you do, right? What is it? I've got 99 bugs, squashed one. Now I've got 1,999 bugs. That's a game development joke for you. The development of your game is now finished. While developing games, you gain experience and improve your skills. When development is completed, you'll be presented with a summary of the experience gained. Yes. Okay. Leveling up in some areas. So I think the key to this is going to be every game that we develop, needs to be different, needs to focus on different areas so we can sort of level up our skill. Or we could specialize, but I feel like if we do the same game over and over again, it's not going to be happy with that. So yeah, I say we release this game and see what happens. You create a game with a good topic and genre combination. Thank you. It's almost as if I work within the gaming industry and I know what I'm talking about. That, I mean, some may argue, some will argue the opposite. Tutorial, your game is now complete and will be handed off to publishing. Well, it's only me and my garage, so who's publishing? Just me and my floppy disk drive, right? Just creating copies, and then Sharpie, write the label on, take it down to your local not even Best Buy, but what would it been? Radio Shack. Just selling them on floppy disks outside the Radio Shack. Just seeing who's going to buy my expertly made Trump simulator. Your game is now complete and will be handed off to publishing. I just read that. Anyway, okay. Is that a DeLorean underneath that sheet? It kind of looks like one, right? Oh, the first reviews are in for our newly released game, Trump Simulator. It was given a 6 out of 10 by Star Games. Quirky but good. 8 out of 10, very good by IGN. I mean, Informed Gamer. 8 out of 10 by Game Hero, played it for days. And GameFront gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. But they said it was a good game. After publishing a game, you can invest a little bit of time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points, as well as valuable insights into what works and what doesn't when developing a game. To generate a game report, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to open up the menu. Generate a game report. Awesome. Do I then press select? Oh, GameFront. A newcomer in the game industry has just released their first game, Trump Simulator. Oh, that's us. Yeah, the game received favourable reviews. With such a good start, GameFront are sure to gain fans quickly. So we sold, we spent 31,000, whatever currency this is in. We'll say dollars. We don't know yet how many units we sold, income profit or whatever. Like, we got good reviews for it, but we need to. Oh, there we go. We're selling now. 4,000 units in the first week, and we came in at number 18 on the charts. It was easy to get on the charts back then, right? Trump Simulator was so successful that we now have 26 fans. Yeah, I tell you what, raking in some money here, boys. Game reports are a great way to gain research points and insight. It pays off to generate a report for each game that you release. I thought we just did this. Oh, what? Post-release analysis of Trump Simulator is complete and we've got the following results. That government and strategy is a great combination. Story and quests are not important for this game. Well, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Trump Simulator is hit a company sales. Well, they're all company sales records because it's our first game. But, you know, it's always good to celebrate these things. This is an important milestone in the history of GameFront. Thank you. Hey, we sold more in our third week than we did on our second. Oh, it's kind of dropped off a bit now. The hype is over. But look at the money we've made. We've got 111k sat in the bank. That's enough for him to pay his bills for at least 10 to 12 months. Like, with these outgoings. Recent market studies suggest that the Govador, definitely not Commodore, the Govador 64 is steadily outselling its competitors in the PC sector. Yeah, but I know the future. I'm like Doctor Who. I know that nobody's using. I'm using a PC right now. I'm not using a Commodore 64. I've got one over there in the. No, I've got a Commodore Amiga actually in the cupboard over there. But that's another story for another time. Consumers prefer the lower price, great availability, and the flexible hardware configurations over other home computers. That's not true. This might spell the end for competing hardware manufacturers. Ooh, scaremongering of the high. Imagine if we lived in a future where we didn't have PCs, but we all had Commodores. It could have happened if Commodore had played the cards right. It could have happened. It didn't. Oh, Trump Simulator's run out of steam there. So now we need to do our second game. So again, we'll pick a different topic. Oh, we're still stuck with the same 4 freaking stupid topics. So we've done government. I'm not doing edutainment. I don't want to do it. Let's do a mad science game because I don't know what that is. So we'll just get this nonsense out of the way. I think a mad science game. What's a mad science game? Does anybody know what a mad science game is? Like, I've never heard of a mad science game in my life. Should we just stick this into Google for a second? What is a mad science game? What is a mad science game? Something about Game Dev Tycoon. Game Dev Tycoon. Mad science. What do mad scientists do? This is from definitions.net. A mad scientist or a mad professor is a scientist who is considered insane or eccentric. The mad scientist may be villainous or antagonistic, benign or neutral, may be insane, eccentric or clumsy, and often work with the fictional technology or fail to see the potential objections to playing God. Alrighty. I'm gonna call this an action game. And we're going to stick with the PC because that's kind of where we've carved our niche for the moment. Let's call this Professor Mad Hatter's Laboratory of Renowned Characters. Let's just call it Professor Mad Hatter's Laboratory. Is that how you spell laboratory? Or is it... Doesn't matter. It's close enough. Definitely we want graphics because it's an action game this time. I don't know if this is a good combination, but we'll find out. So I'm guessing the story is going to be more important this time. Gameplay is still quite important. We'll spend less on that and the engine though. Because again, as anyone who's played Cyberpunk knows, it's as long as you've got a good story, you might just get away with it, even if your engine's a piece of garbage. According to rumors, the Japanese company Ninvento is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Ninvento is widely known for the successful arcade game Dinky King. That's offensive to me. Many industry experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we're eager to see what Ninvento will deliver. AI not very important in an action game, I would say, but dialogue and level design definitely. Dialogue maybe a bit less so. Something like that. And then finally, I'm going to say world design important, graphics important, sound... Got some good experience from that one, so that's good. Can you speed this up, because that's very slow going through that particular menu. Oh, the first reviews for our newly released game, Professor Mad Hatter's Laboratory, have come in, and it's going to be a bad one, I can tell. Oh, 4 out of 4. 4 from Star Games, 4 from Informed Gamer, 4 from Game Hero. It's not going well, ladies and gents, and All Games said they've seen better. I tell you what, the check must have got lost in the post. That's all I can say. Treading on dangerous ground there. That's disappointing. We've got to generate a game report and see where we went wrong there. I bet it's the combination of genre and whatever the heck a freaking mad scientist game is, to be honest. Like, I wasn't keen on that concept anyway. I knew that was going to be a bit of a shitter. Today Ninvento have confirmed recent rumors and announced their plans to release a new home gaming console called the TES, which is the Total Entertainment System, I'm guessing, early next year. It looks remarkably like a Nintendo Entertainment System. So much so that I don't know why you bothered to sort of swerve the copyright there, because you've just... surely you've wandered straight into a copyright trap with that particular graphic. But anyway, the console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. Nice. Okay, what have we learned from this particular... Mad science in action is a good combination, apparently, but dialogue seems to be not that important. Did I put a bit too much time into dialogue? That may be what happened there. I didn't think that would be a good combination of genre. I thought that might be why. Maybe it was just a crap concept. Maybe people just don't play Patrick and Daniel Klug from Greenheart Games. Hi, Danny Bergelson. We are the creators of Game Dev Tycoon, and we would like to thank you very much for purchasing... Oh, you're very welcome. It's a very good game. It's a very good game. Patrick and Daniel Klug, you're very welcome there for the purchase. I'm sorry that we're only getting around to covering it like 4 or 5 years after it released. But you know, better late than never. That's what my old dad used to say. Right, we better get on to our third game while Professor Mad Hat is still bringing in a bit of cash, because we've spent quite a bit of money on the rent for this garage, which has got quite a bad rising damp problem and needs a bit of plasterwork doing. So we need to crack on, really. So pick a topic, and this time we're going to go with a spy game because we're running out of good concepts. And the genre of a spy game is going to be adventure or RPG. Adventure seems reasonable. I don't think you'd play a role-playing game. This is going to be like I don't know. Let's not Hitman, but Hitwoman. And we'll stick with PC because we've actually no, that's not a good name for a game, is it? Thinking about it, let's think of something better than that. Why don't we call it what's a good spy? Not James. Well, James Pond is a thing that exists. How about James Heaney, International Man of Mystery? Oh, it just about fits. Can I get them all? We'll call it Int Man of Mystery. So we're going to keep graphics. Graphics are important. I'd say, again, story's quite important. Probably gameplay. For an adventure game. Maybe dialogue's more important this time. AI isn't important, really. I don't think. I might be wrong there. We'll soon find out, I suppose. The Total Entertainment System by Ninvento has been released. The only problem with that is I wonder if you get charged all the licensing fees that you used to. And then if you develop Nintendo games, they used to make you make them exclusives as well back in those days. So, I don't know if they still do really. Anyway, world design maybe not as important. Graphics maybe a bit more on sound. A bit 50-50 on this. I think James Heaney, International Man of Mystery, is going to be a fantastic spy adventure game, but I'm not sure if I've invested into the right areas, or maybe I've not got the balance quite right. We'll soon find out. When the reviews come in. Oh, it's mediocre. Star Games, well, they're giving it a 5. Oh, that's brutal from IGN. That's brutal. And Game Hero. Brutal reviews. But to be fair, the different topic or the different concepts that it's allowing me to sort of pick at this early point in the game are kind of crap, if I'm honest. Hi there, I've just finished James Heaney, International Man of Mystery, and I think you have potential. I'm in the contracting business, and we could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know, and I will see if I've got some work for you. Well, with the rents around here, Sonny Jim, I may be taking you up on that offer. Okie dokie, let's try that. Let's do some contract work because we're running out of money, and frankly, the concepts we have to work with are terrible. And yeah, the last 2 games we released were stinkers, to be honest. They weren't great, so we need to have a bit of a break. Think about where we go next. James Heaney is playing Dark Souls 3, and it's not a Monday. It's not a Monday, so I don't know what's happening there. Maybe there'll be some outrage in the very quiet chat who are not saying a lot today. Jason here. I just got word from the client that the contract was completed successfully. Excellent work. Usually, I have new contracts every 6 months, so check back sometime. 17,000 kashmakas. That's just enough to pay for basic sounds in 3 and a bit games. Let's develop a new game. Have we got? Oh, we've got to do a vocabulary game. I don't want to do a vocabulary game. Fine. What's a vocabulary game? What genre does it? Which of these 5 genres does vocabulary fit into? Because I'm thinking stuff like what is it? Mavis Beacon teaches typing. I'm thinking Reader Rabbit. Like these are like silly games. I mean, the genre of those games is edutainment, or the more technical word for it is garbage. But like, what? Like, you can't make. Where does vocabulary game fit into it? I mean, it's not a simulator. Strategy maybe is probably the closest I can think of. A vocabulary strategy. I'm not developing it for the Nintendo. Sorry, the Ninvento. Oh, what are we calling this? Let's call it Beavis Bacon teaches letters. Make it text-based, because we'll save money on this one, because it's going to be trash. It's going to be absolute garbage. While generating game reports, you start to gain insights into the development process and learn about what works well and what doesn't work so well. And these insights are shown as hints on the development screen, unless you turn this option off, etc. Hints. So plus, 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 minus, minus. So it kind of gives me an idea as to what's good and what's bad for each type of game. Well, I mean, gameplay, story is not important. Engine's probably important. Gameplay is going to be bad anyway, if we are being honest. Tell you what. Beavis Bacon teaches letters. Dialogue, no. Level design doesn't. There are no levels in it. It's a text-based game. World design, again, it's a text-based game. So definitely, so actually, well, we'll put some in just in case, but. I think that's the one thing I'd say about this game. Like, sometimes it just gives you options and like suggests things that either don't make sense for the type of game that you're in development with. So like, why are graphics important for a text-based game? And also, it kind of has concepts in it which would make sense later on in the game. But like at the moment, it's like what, 1985 or whatever, and we're in the height of the home micros, and it's sort of like introducing weird concepts that just don't really apply to this era in time. One customer says, I love the games that come with the TES and playing with a controller so much. It's more fun than on a keyboard. Tell you what, filthy casuals. These filthy casuals coming in with their controller-based console games and platforms and just destroying the purity of PC gaming. Oh, we leveled up engine, leveled up gameplay, leveled up story and quest, leveled up dialogues, leveled up level design, leveled up AI, leveled up world design, leveled up graphics, leveled up sound, and we've leveled up Danny Bergelson. It's a good day to be in the development business. Thank you very much. Let's get the reviews for our newly released game, Beavis Bacon Teaches Letters. Oh, it shows potential, allegedly. It's garbage. It's, oh, they like it. IGN like it. I agree, it could have been better, Game Hero. But thanks for the high score anyway. Uninspiring. Uninspiring. It did better than James Heaney International Man of Mystery, though, which is a crime and a travesty, frankly. Like 3,000 units in the first week. 5,000 in the first 2. Disgraceful, frankly. We need to crack on. Have we got any more topics we can pick yet? No. So basically, we're just going around in a glorious circle right now. I told you there'd be a license cost with the TES. See, that's what Nintendo were like back in the day. So I've got to pay them 80,000 smackaroonies and I've only got 75 in the bank. So Ninventor are out of the question for now. Right, let's do some contract work because we need to pay Nintendo's hefty fees one of these days. So what's paying here? 21,000. 3 weeks. I think we can handle this. I don't know if we can handle this. This is what we call crunch, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it done. There we go. Nice job. We'll transfer 21k to your account. Thank you very much. Got any more contract work we can do? 4 weeks. That seems reasonable enough. Easy, as they say in the industry. Recent studies suggest that increasing variety of gaming devices also creates a market for more specialized games. Some platforms will be more popular with younger gamers, while others cater for the more mature age groups. I agree. I feel like the Ninventor is going to be aimed at the kids, and the PC is going to be aimed at the 30-something-year-olds who are sat in their bedrooms at 10 o'clock at night wearing a baseball cap and streaming to platforms like Twitch. Games like Game Dev Tycoon. These are what we call PC players. As more and more developers enter the market, we expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups to really make an impact. Yes. So now we can kind of target our games to a specific audience, which is good. Don't forget creating custom game engines. And not just build everything in Unity. I like Unity. This will improve your games a lot. You can create your custom engine through the action menu once you've researched the custom engine. Cool. Oh, Beavis Making Teaches Letters is off the market, but it sold 10,000 units. Generated 75,000 in that old Benjamins. Nice. Cash flow positive here, ladies and gents. Let's develop a new game. Have we got any new topics we can do yet? No. So let's do a sequel to our original government strategy game. We'll call this Trump Simulator 2. Won't use Roman numerals because he probably won't understand that. But this time we're gonna. Oh no! I mean, look at the market share of the test. No, I mean, the market share of the PC has gone down quite a bit. But then, like, do we want to be investing in the Commodore sort of ecosystem this late on its lifespan? Obviously, Nintendo's out of the question because one, he plays a strategy game on a console, and two, that licensing fee is ridiculous. Like, it's not great. I think we have to stick with PC. Really, we've committed now. So definitely 2D graphics again. We can't make it worse than the last game. Following the massive success of the TES, there are now rumors circulating that Vina, who I'm guessing are definitely not Sega, another Japanese company, is planning to release a home gaming console of their own. Oh, you know what they say, ladies and gentlemen. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Right, so, yeah, story wasn't important. Gameplay definitely was. Engine definitely was. And I feel like we should give them equal billing, but story, definitely don't care about that. The chat is very quiet today. Where is everybody? Am I just playing like the one game that nobody wants to watch? That might very well be the case. Dialogues, again, not important. Level design, and then AI definitely. This is a biggie now because this is the sequel to our original hit success, Trump Simulator. So we really need to make this one shine. feel like I need to unlock some more research potentially, because we're 3 years into this game development malarkey, and you know, we haven't done anything except release a pretty shady political government simulator, and then released a couple of really terrible games that nobody ever played. And now we're releasing our first sequel 3 years in, but we haven't really unlocked any new genres. We've not unlocked any new tech. We're still on the basic sounds. Like, we need to... Oh, there it is. Look, that's definitely not the Sega Master System. Definitely not. No, sorry. I had one of them. It looked almost identical. Not quite as pyramid-shaped as that, but not far off. Yeah, the Master V, definitely not the Master System, but the Master V. The company claims that the Master V is technically superior to the massively successful Ninvento, and plans to release in the coming months. Cool. The first reviews for our newly released game, Trump Simulator 2, came in. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Here we go. It's a good one. It's an 8 by Star Games. It's a 9 by IGN. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And it's a 7 by Game Hero. Hey, El Scotcho. Hey, Tim Peoples. People are here. Technically, that's 4 people because there's 3 Tim Peoples, right? So there's like... so El Scotcho, Tim, and Tim are all here. Beautiful, said All Games. Beautiful. That is a bold claim. I tell you what, there is an appetite for Donald Trump simulation games out there, and... I mean, we're morally dubious or whatever you want to say, but like, you know, the money's coming into the bank, and in a capitalist society, that's all that matters. According to our market research, the recently published game Trump Simulator 2 is a surprise hit with players. The developer GameFront is fairly new to the gaming industry, but we cannot wait for what they will develop next. 274,000 in the bank now. The money is rolling in. The money is rolling in. Oops. Okay, so I've just been developing trash and not using research. I should have done research earlier. Try to develop games with different topics and genres to combinations for a boost. Okay, so what do we want to research? I think definitely we need a new topic. And I think that new topic is going to be... Ooh, interesting. Ninja, technology, mystery or mythology. Curious. I quite like the idea of either a ninja game or a mystery game. And I think I'm going to lean towards ninja. And... Oh, is that... Yeah, so we'll research towards that. I should have done some research earlier. 49 minutes in and I'm just starting the research. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. While that's running... Oh, Trump Simulator 2's done very well. It's made $250,000 since that release, just 1, 2, 3, 7 weeks ago, or whatever it was. Yeah, very good. Oh, we've completed our research. We've got some money in the bank, so let's do a new game. Let's do our new ninja game, which is definitely going to be an action game. And I think we can possibly risk diving into the console business for the first time. So we can acquire our TES license now that we've got enough money in the bank to pay for that. And this is going to be Jackie Chan's Not Looking for Trouble. Doesn't fit. Let's just call it Jackie Chan's First Strike into video games. It's a 2D graphical game. The Sega Master System, I had one and I thought it was great, but like nobody had a Master System, so that's fine. I'm gonna put a bit into story on this one, story and quests. Maybe not too much, because it's, let's be honest, it's going to be a trash action combat thingy. But hey Sherry, yeah, good point. RPG games are popular in early gaming, so maybe we should do an RPG next. That's a good idea. AI, not so much. Level design, yes. Maybe a bit on dialogues. And then I think that balance seems fair to me. That's true. In North America, nobody really heard of the Master System. Oh, sorry, the Master V. But it was big in Europe, and it was big in Brazil for whatever reason. And I think it did okay in Japan as well. But yeah, in North America, it was you had a Nintendo, and that was it. Obviously, until the Genesis Mega Drive came along, and everything changed. But I think we've made the right choice for now. The first reviews for our newly released game, Jackie Chan's First Strike, have come in. Come on, it's got to be a good one, right? It's got to be a good one. It's got Jackie Chan on it. It's beautiful. Informed Gamer, give it a 7 out of 10. See you later, Tim Peoples. Yeah, we'll definitely make it. Oh, we could make a Dark Souls RPG. That's an idea. 7s across the board, not too bad. Enjoyable, nice experience. We're moving in the right direction now. I think GameFront, as a game developer, is now starting to really find its feet in the industry, I feel. Let's get some research done while this is going on. Do we want a target audience or a custom? I think we should do a custom game engine. Hey, Simon DG. What games did you play on your Master System? Be curious to know. Because not many people had a Master System, so it's always nice to chat Master System. Alex Kidd in Miracle World, right? You must have had that one. Now you can create your own game engines. To get started, close this message and click anywhere to bring up the menu. So, custom game engine. What should we call our first game engine? Don't want that menu there, go away. What did I do? Start again. Custom game engine. Oh, what's happening here? Click. Right. Oh, Mickey Mouse and the Castle of Illusion. Yes! Yes, Simon DG. That was a good game on the Master System and the Mega Drive. But yeah, I had the Master System version. Alex Kidd was built in, right? So I think you're right. Everybody had Alex Kidd. But yeah, Mickey Mouse and the Castle of Illusion. What a game. Let's call this the Heaney engine. Which features such features as a linear story, a save game, and 2D graphics. And the Heaney engine is what we'll build our RPG game in, right? So this seems like a good idea. While some money's coming in from Jackie Chan's First Strike. New research available. Casual games. Ooh, I don't like the sound of casual games. I don't remember Daffy Duck, but I remember having a Taz. Was it Taz in Space or something like that? I remember having Lion King. I remember having a Roadrunner game. That was fun. The Heaney engine is now complete just in time because Jackie Chan's First Strike has run out of steam. So now we need to develop a new game using the Heaney engine, and it's going to be a role-playing game, and it's going to be a spy role-playing game, for lack of a better option. And I think it will be on the PC because, again, I don't know. I suppose it could be on the Nintendo. And we've paid the license for it now. Yeah, let's do it on the Nintendo and see how we go. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Let's do that again. I think that's a bug. That menu shouldn't keep popping up like that. That's kind of frustrating. What should we call our RPG game? Someone said something about Dank Souls. Let's call it Dank Souls. With 2D graphics version 2. Definitely want story this time. Definitely want some strength in the engine. It's a tough one, this, actually, because I think all three of these are kind of critical for an RPG. Yeah, that's a tough one, that. I think story's the most critical for it, right? Because like if you're going to get immersed, if you're going to immerse yourself into a role-playing game, you need to have a strong story really to kind of make that work. What have we got here? So dialogue I think is important this time around. Level design, maybe not quite so much. AI, yes. Let's not be Bethesda. Let's do this properly. Taking cheap shots at everybody today. Ninvento has announced that they'll introduce a portable gaming device called the GameLing. The device comes with chargeable game cartridges, changeable game cartridges, a monochrome screen on a green background, built-in speakers, and even multiplayer support via a connection cable. It almost looks like a Game Boy. Compared to PCs and other gaming consoles, the GameLing is underpowered, but given the lower cost and excellent portability, it might find a huge following. The GameLing is set to hit shelves next month. Aladdin was great. I loved Aladdin. Definitely Aladdin. I'm going to put less into graphics, more into world design, maybe a bit less on sound, because sound is our weakest area right now, and who gives a crap. Oh, it's finished. Let's just get some of these bugs done. There we go. Not bad. Oh, we can skip through these. Cool. Right, let's get it released. Here's our reviews for our... So this is big now. Simon and everybody else who's in the chat. This is big news. How popular is Dank Souls with the reviewers? This could be a controversial topic. Oh, it's a good one. It's 8 from Star Games. It's a 7 from IGN. It's a would play again from Game Hero. And very good. I find all games' reviews seem to be very, very negative. Maybe not negative, but they'll give it a high score, but then just say something very bland and generic about it. Like, oh yes, I thought this game was rather adequate. 9 out of 10. That's all games. That's what I'm learning so far. Dank Souls, though, looks like it's going to be a roaring success. Look at this. 8,000 units shipped in the first week. Fantastic. And we sold even more in the second week. I think you were right, Sherry. RPG games seem to be the way to go in the early days of games. I should have got onto that a bit sooner, really. Dank Souls. Look at all these Dank Souls. 15,000 Dank Souls. Do you know what? There'll be a channel soon dedicated to Dank Souls playthroughs. There'll be these people like, I don't know, Bames Genie playing Dank Souls all day long. It's the future of video games. I think it's yeah. Industry report: with the growing interest in video games, there's also a growing audience for video game magazines. These magazines offer a great new way for the game developers to market their upcoming games. So marketing is something that we can probably do now. Fantastic. 37,761 units, and we generated nearly $2,500 in sales. I forgot to generate these reports. I should do that, really. So, Trump Simulator 2, we knew that stuff anyway. I think Jackie Chan's First Strike was a good combo of genre and topic. Yeah, ninja and action is a great combo. Engine is important for that kind of game. Okay. Platform match was okay. I'd have thought that'd have done quite well on console. That was our first console game, that. Interesting. Dank Souls. If you have more than 1 million in cash, you'll be able to move on to the next level. That might sound a lot, but don't worry. Once you release a hit game, you'll get to this amount easily. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, the Sega Game Gear. Did anyone have a Sega Game Gear? I didn't have a Sega Game Gear. You know, Zach had a Sega Game Gear because he told me about that. I'm sure the battery eater, because he seemed to be telling me about how he, you know, managed to get through a factory's worth of AA batteries in 1 week, trying to keep the thing powered. A spokesperson for Sega said, unlike similar devices on the market that don't come close to gaming consoles, the Sega Game Gear has basically the full power. I'm just going to call things by what they really are because there's no pretense here. Look at the picture. There's no pretense. The Sega Game Gear has basically the full power of the Master System, except you can take it with you. And the Sega Game Gear also has a full color screen. Will the device topple the Game Gear? Game Boy? We'll see. The Game Gear debuts in 2 months. The Game Gear and the Master System are basically the same thing, but the Game Gear was portable. So a lot of the same games were ported over, right? So all the Sonic games and stuff were identical on both. Dank Souls, spy and RPG is a good combination. Why did we call it Dank Souls if it was a spy game? You don't do a lot of spying in Dark Souls. But anyway, gameplay is quite important for this type of game. Yeah, that's right, Simon. It was like 4... Yeah, like, oh, I don't know. How many AA batteries did the Game Gear take? It's more than 4, I think. Game Gear battery... batteries. It required 6 AA batteries for a battery life of about 3 hours. So yeah, you were getting through it. And back then, AA battery, like, you can just buy, I don't know, Amazon Basics, pack of 20 for like £10 now. It's fine. But like, back in those days... If you wanted AA batteries, that was not a cheap proposition, frankly. And you could plug it into a wall, but then like it's not portable then, right? Anyway, let's do some research. Let's try and research better sound because we're struggling with sound at the moment. While that's going on, can we do anything else? Nope. So we've got to wait for that to be done. So does that mean we now have to create a new custom engine with better sound? Okay, let's call this new engine. Let's call it the Heen Machine engine. Let's not call it engine, let's just call it the Heen Machine 2. The first one was called the Heaney engine, but we'll just call this the Heen Machine 2. Heen Machine is a better name. Yeah, James struggles with sound, and that's why we've kind of not really done a lot of research on sound so far for our games. Also, hey Pelagius, how are you, sir? In 2 months, the Commodore 64 is going to be taken off the market. Good night, God bless. Press F to pay respects to the legend of home micros that was Commodore, and the Commodore 64 and subsequent Commodore Amiga. Mistakes were made, as they say. The Heen Machine 2 engine is now ready for prime time. We've still got about 200,000 in the bank. Should we do some contract work? Maybe just top up our... Ooh, 30k looks attractive. Can we do that in 5 weeks? Only one way to find out. Ooh, I think I might bit enough more than I can chew here. Oh, why have you stopped? Come on, work to do. Chop, choppy, chop, chop. Oh, Commodore filed for bankruptcy. The Commodore 64 has failed to introduce a higher-priced alternative and was forced to shut down production of the Commodore 64. The platform will retire from the market early next year. Oh, can we do it? Come on. Ooh, just... Oh, no. Come on, that was close. Oh. Well, you're not even going to pay me for the work that I did. You're just going to take 6 grand off me. And not even pay me for the work. Scum. Scummy move. Right, we need some money now because I'm apparently pouring money into the drain. Hey, Adventure Bits. Soon to be the gentle Lentil, just to stir that pot. Oh, come on. I was doing that kind of work, like, no problem before. Why am I suddenly struggling to get basic things done? Right, that's kind of frustrating. Look, now we've got almost no money left. We need a new topic. Virtual pet game. We're gonna create Animal Crossing, people. We're gonna create Animal Crossing, and it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it's gonna be aimed at the kids, and it's gonna just rake in all of those dollars. We're gonna introduce microtransactions 20 years early. We're just gonna take the world by storm. Is what we're gonna do now. So we're just gonna call this. Animal Farm. It's going to be virtual pet game, which is going to be a simulation game. It's going to be on the Nintendo because we paid the license for that and I've got no money left. It's going to be made in the Heen Machine version 2 with version 2 of graphics. What do you want to rant about, Morgan? What's up? And Zach is playing Game Dev Tycoon. It's almost like I've inspired him. What's going on? I've been now Croxing. Yeah, maybe that would have been a better name. I was struggling to think of a good name, but Animal Farm's okay. I think gameplay's important. Story and quests are kind of important. Engine, maybe not so much. Dialogue doesn't matter. Level design, maybe AI. I'm not quite sure what we need more of for this one, if I'm honest. It's a curious one. Definitely graphics, definitely sound. We need to be better. I feel like maybe more should have gone into engine for that one. Every morning I wake at the crack of dawn to push our Twitch prowess forward. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. On Twitch as well. And the only reason I'm streaming on YouTube is because we didn't have a video for today, and that's not my fault necessarily. Good night, Simon DG. Have a good one. Right, I'm going to release it. The first reviews for our newly released game, Animal Farm, have come in. What's it going to be? Oh, it's not bad. It shows potential according to Star Games. IGN, very middle of the road, falls a bit short. And then Game Hero says Virtual Pet and Simulation is a good combination. And All Games says it's quirky, but it's quite good. That's not the smash hit that I was hoping for. We needed something to get like 9 out of 10 reviews. We needed it to sell like 50,000 units in the first week. We need to get to that 1 million mark so we can get out of this dank basement with the rising damp and the missing plaster on the walls and the DeLorean that nobody has fired up for 6 years because it's got a wheel missing, as you can see there. We can dump Morgan's VODs to YouTube. Yeah, we could do, but we're not doing. Sega have announced that they will release a new gaming console in 2 months. The Sega Genesis comes with 16-bit graphics and sound, and it also comes with something called blast processing, which, take it from me, is a real thing. That promises a new kind of gaming experience. The VOD thing, Zach or whoever said we might maybe take some of the Twitch VODs and maybe trim them down into like a shorter kind of jump cutty kind of video, which I want to do, but it's just finding the time to do the editing. But we may do that. Sega said at the announcement that the Sega Genesis is the new start and it will be the genesis of a new generation of gaming consoles. Subtle. We believe it will do very well in the market. Some of the games already announced for the console suggest that it will appeal to more mature audiences. Yes. Right, we need to get our hit game, and I don't know what it's going to like. I'm struggling here to get this hit game. I think more research is needed. We need a better topic. I think mythology. We need that because I think a mythology RPG is what we need. Because RPG did well. Mythology is a good combo for that. We need to release it on possibly the Sega Genesis if it's released, because again, more mature audience proposition. And that's a load of this is a very special offer. Our agents have recently managed to borrow some research information that might be of interest to you. If you're interested, then transfer $15,000 in Bitcoin to the enclosed uplink location. We'll contact you. Agent Blowfish. Should we pay the $15,000 under the table to a GameFront VOD channel to throw up the unedited streams? That's an idea. You know, we've got this Game Through Walkthroughs channel that we don't use for anything, and maybe we could repurpose it for something like that, maybe. But you know what? I shouldn't have ideas on the air, but there's a thought, right? Something to think about. I'm gonna pay the money. I'm gonna pay the evil money. I've successfully researched school. What does that even mean? What school? What school? We need to get some marketing research done as well, because what we do need to do is we need to pay for better reviews. So we just go to IGN or whatever and we just say here's a bit of money. You know, when you're writing about our game, just think about where the cash is coming from. Yeah, I don't know, Pelagius. I don't know what school is. Today the Sega Genesis has been released. Good, because that's where we want to release our new mythology RPG. We've successfully unlocked marketing. You can access marketing options in the action menu, but only while the game is in development. Cool. So, new game. We're going to make this a mythology game. It's going to be a role-playing game. It's going to be on the Sega. I paid a lot of money for that license without thinking about it. I hope this works out. And it's going to be in the Heen Machine 2 engine, and it's going to be called... There's a few people in the chat now. What are we going to call our mythology RPG? Let's have some suggestions. Making something random, yeah, maybe, but you know, I mean, there's not a lot of gameplay going on already in this. Like, if I start just clicking random buttons, I'm just not playing the game at all, really. I want validation for my concepts, my fantastic game concepts. Massive hits like Jackie Chan's First Strike and that Donald Trump simulator that we made. These are fantastic games that deserve more recognition than they get, really. I'm not just going to put out random trash and just to appease the critics. Any suggestions from the chat? We're just going to sit on the screen until someone comes up with a name for my game, frankly. I'm not going to do all the heavy lifting here. Someone's got to say something. What are we calling it? A hero story. Thank you. I like that, actually. That's a good name. 2DV2. My bank account is now in the red, but thankfully I have a $50,000 overdraft. But I'm already 44 in the red. So now I'm in a bad situation where I'm about to go bankrupt. So this needs to be a linear story with some save games, which I can't afford to pay for. I need money. Oh, they've offered me a loan. 88,000. But I have to pay 158,000 in a year's time. Interesting. It's either that or game over, so I've taken the money. I tell you what, the whole company, the future of GameFront is riding on this game. And I don't know how comfortable I feel about that, to be honest, because if this isn't the smash hit success that we need, then I don't know what we're going to do. What are we gonna do here? World design, level, RPG. I think world design is important. Graphics are quite important. Sound, maybe less so. Yeah, the interest rate on that is ridiculous, right? That's an absolutely extortionate rate of interest. Disgraceful rate of interest. I'm just going to quickly iron out the bugs because nobody wants to play an RPG with a load of bugs in it. And then let's just pray to all of the deities that this particular game is a smash hit with the critics. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's pray. Okay, come on. 7, 8. Come on, an 8. Okay, it's not bad. It's good, but like it's not the 9 out of 10 that I wanted, frankly. Or ideally the 10 out of 10, but like, you know, very tough to get a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's selling okay. That's 100k, 200k, nearly 300k, 380k. Company sales record with over 50,000 units sold. That's good. We've made back enough to pay off the loan, just about. If I'd managed my money better a little earlier, we might have hit the 1 million mark, but yeah, didn't do a good job there. We need to do some contract work. We need to make some money. Although last time I did this, it just didn't work out well for me. Like, it seems really tough to do all this contract business. So I'm not going to do it. It seems a bit risky at this stage. Let's generate some research on these games. Random number generator. Mythology RPG is a good combo. I thought so. Story and quests are important. Okay. let's do some more research. Let's research target audience and see if that helps us. I mean, that game sold well. A Hero Story sold quite well. So that's good news. We just need to make sure we have enough money to pay the bank off in a year's time. So ideally, we want to follow this up now with another smash hit that's just going to propel us to huge success. Gabe Newell levels of success. Let's do a dungeon game. Dungeon games are good, right? Let's do it. Let's do a dungeon RPG. What could we call that? Oh, we forgot to do marketing. We'll do marketing for this one. Okay, so this is going to be aimed at a mature audience. It's going to be a dungeon RPG game on the Sega Genesis in the Heen Machine 2, and it's going to be called the Elder Sky 5 Scroll Room, which is twice I've said that today. 2D graphics, V2. Why am I starting with the 5th game? We haven't developed the other 4, but anyway. Story and quests are going to be important. Do I invest? I maybe just tweak the formula a bit, just to make it even more successful than our last RPG. Don't care about Animal Farm. We're not doing casual games anymore. I feel like the formula kind of works, right? So let's just try it again. But this time we need to do marketing. I forgot about marketing. What did they say was important? I can't remember. Marketing. We need to market this. I'm going to invest in a large campaign. £2 billion? Dollars? I don't have that kind of money. 150,000 on magazines and demos. We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to try and get the hype built around this game. We need to rocket our sales into the stratosphere with this one. We need to get, I don't know, what can we call him? Like Bod Boward? We need to get Bob Boward in to give some interviews about the future of the Elder Sky 5 Scroll Room. And, you know, Bob's going to be there. He's Bob Boward. He's going to be there just telling us all about the Radiant quests and how this is going to be the future of video games and all this good stuff. Nintendo come up with a new console, the Super NES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System. But it's too late because you know what? Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Planet GG has recently published an interview with GameFront. According to the interview, the company is working on its first game targeted at mature players. Yes. Danny Bergelson, owner and CEO of GameFront, said that we think players are looking for more mature content in games and we're willing to take the risk to give it to them. Yeah, I mean, you know what they say, controversy creates cash, right? So like if you make a controversial game in the early days, like sure, all the soccer mums will be protesting in the streets, placards and all that kind of stuff. But hey, it gets you in the paper, right? People are going to buy your game. Oh, look at all this leveling up that's going on here. Hey, experience bonus. Lovely. And now we've got simple new research we can do. Simple cutscenes, better dialogue, level editor, open world. Nice. Okay, the reviews are in for the Elder Scrolls 5 Scroll Room. The Elder Sky 5 Scroll Room. Is it going to be a 10? It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's the new favourite from Star Games. It's a 10 from Informed Gamer. Great balance between technology and design. And it's a 10 from Game Hero. And finally, Is it going to be a 10? Oh, it's a... See, all games, miserable. Oh, it's almost perfect. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. But I tell you what, boys and girls, watch these sale numbers flying now. Come on. That hype train did the job. 105,000 units sold in the first week. £900,000 in cash. Oh, we're just raking the money in now. It's time to buy a yacht and retire to the Bahamas. £150,000 to get out of this dank garage. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Look at all this space. It's beautiful. Welcome to your new office. Now that you have a bigger office, you can also hire staff and forge a world-class development team to make games even better. Look, it's even got our name on the front. GameFront. GameFront. You may also train yourself and staff to improve skills. Let's try this by completing a management course, which is required before you can hire your first employee. To get started, go on the training menu. Sure. How do I do that? Staff list. No. Oh, and this is a reminder from the bank that you've got to pay out your 158,000. I've got 1.4 million in the bank. 1.7 million in the bank. I don't care about you. You can have double that bank. You know, thank you for the loan and that. But, up yours. The latest game by GameFront has received a very positive review overall. Star Games gave it a 10, saying it's my new favorite. What's this, Twitch? A new follower on Twitch. Hey, Max. Is it Maximils? Welcome to the club. GameFront continues to innovate. They might become a new fan favorite. I do hope so. Where's this training menu I was promised? Click. Oh, on my player. Okay, click on the player. Nope. Didn't want to do that, but whatever. Tell you, the Elder Sky 5 scroll rim has been a huge success. We easily paid back the bank there. That's how you go from 0 to hero in just 12 months, ladies and gents. That's how you become successful in the video game industry. It's how you unlock new background music for the game. Train. Staff management. The big question now, because obviously the monthly costs are going through the roof. What do we follow up? What do we follow up the Elder Sky 5 scroll rim with? Because that was a big game, right? That was a huge success. And then, you know, I feel like expectations are going to be high for this next title. Oh, what's this? The Play System. The Sony PlayStation. See, that doesn't look a lot like the PlayStation. I mean, all the other console graphics that you had looked a lot more like the PlayStation. No, they looked a lot more like the things that they were pretending to be. Anyway, apparently Sony has collaborated with Nintendo. Oh, this is the prototype PlayStation thing. I remember that. Sony and Nintendo have collaborated to create the successful NES and Super Nintendo consoles developed by basically Super Nintendo with a CD drive. It'll be the first console in the world using a CD drive. Yeah, I tried to turn notifications off, Pill, and I was having a bit of a mare with it. I'm sorry. I can't figure it out. This game's a bit weird in the way that it renders things. I don't know. Nintendo announced today that they'll cancel the project, and yeah, this is what happened in real life. So Sony then create their own, etc. Right, so fill position. Before you can hire someone, you have to advertise the open position, set advertising budget, and decide how you want to test applicants. A high budget will increase the number of applicants, and the different tests will help people find people with the right balance of design and technology skills. So what do we want? We want people to come up with some kind of a game demo. I'm going to spend 80,000 on this. Let's have a look. Oh, GameFront has recently moved into an office in a well-known technology park and is now searching for employees. The company, which is known for such games as the Elder Sky 5 Scroll Rim and A Hero Story, has reportedly been operated out of a garage until now. one of the many fans of the Elder Sky 5 scrolling commented, I can't believe that Bob Bauer did it all on his own and without a proper office, and that those games were created by only one person. I'm looking forward to their future games. Yeah, you're famous, Bill. You're famous. Don't worry about it. Everyone knows that you're playing. I don't remember what you played. What were you playing? Near replicant version 1.22474487139. But yeah, and but you know, you just play some games, Pill. You don't have to watch this live stream. It's fine. I'm not offended. Tutorial. Don't forget your training employees to improve their skills. Okay. So now we've got to hire our first employee. I like Renee Burton just because you know, I quite like the name Burton. Judy Stokes has level. Let's have a look. So so Renee's only got one level of experience, 290 speed, 385 research, and wants $9,000 a month, whereas Judy's got much better level but is slower, has worse research and wants double the salary. Ryan Craig is a level 3 employee who has a lower speed again and lower research again and wants an extra 5k on top of that. I'm going to take a punt on Renee. I quite like Renee Burton. Hey, Zach. Congratulations on your first hire. New employees have to settle in before they become fully effective. When a character is not fully efficient, you'll see an efficiency bar next to them and it'll slowly fill up over time. Give your staff a welcome training to speed them up quickly, etc, etc. So now we've got to train Renee Burton in staff welcome. It's normally the first thing I think when you get a new employee, just based on past experience. Oh, the Nintendo Entertainment System's going out of business. Let's train you even more. Let's train you for game design for pirates. Don't repeat yourself. Code incomplete. What's all this? I don't know. Let's do game dev gems. I don't know what all those things are. Hey Slusher, a panty drawer, a snack cabinet, hardcore dungeon with the berets. Not sure about that one. We should probably develop a game, but like I feel like the Sony PlayStation's going to come out in the not too distant future. And do we want to just maybe build up our team and get our research in place for the next gen, or do we want to sort of make one last hurrah on the Sega Genesis? That's the question. I think some research is needed. Where's my research button gone? Oh, do I have to assign tasks to specific people now? That would make sense. Let's design open world. I mean, I raided you on Twitch. You have ignored Twitch chat. I'm not ignoring the Twitch chat. I just can't see the Twitch chat for some reason. I thought it would come in. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. Sorry, Twitch chat. I've been ignoring you this whole time. Thank you to anyone who's done some whatever's happening. Oh, there's 21 people watching. Thank you to Mikey for the raid, which was unexpected. I'm just in a world of my own here playing Game Dev Tycoon. I can see it now, so if anyone wants to leave a message again, I'll happily respond. I apologize for that faux pas. This is a very special offer. Our agents have recently managed to gain some access to some critical systems of one of your competitors. If you want to play war games, then transfer 108,000 into the enclosed location and we'll initiate sabotage. Agent Bullfish. I'm playing the dirty game, so I'm administrative expenses 108,000. You see, just to get the inside scoop on the competitors. But it's a cutthroat business. Game development, it's a cutthroat business. Development company Red Isles has said that they've been the victim of industrial sabotage. Unfortunately, development on their current project has been severely affected. Police are investigating. Oh no. Oh no. The Rozzers are after me. Right. We need to get some work done, so I'm going to do some more research on better dialogues, and my apprentice is going to do some research on a new topic called colonization. So we're going to make an open world colonization game. I don't know exactly what a colonization game is, but looking at it, I'm thinking we're basically going to make why is my mind gone blank? Valhalla. We're going to make Assassin's Creed Valhalla here in a minute for the Sony PlayStation. So, is the PlayStation available yet? So we've got Master System, Genesis PC, Super Nintendo, and Game Gear, and the Game Link. I don't know. I just feel like the Sony PlayStation's coming soon, because that pop-up before kind of suggested the PlayStation's on the way, and I kind of want to, you know, create like a fantastic new next-gen platform, because like we had a smash hit there with the Elder Sky 5 scroll rim, and I don't think we're gonna, you know, top that on the Sega Genesis. We need to carry on with our research, I think, and just invest some of this cash into next gen. So that was the name of my last game, Mikey, the Elder Sky 5 scroll rim. It was like an open world RPG fantasy kind of deal. It's quite successful. My spokesman Bob Boward went out there and generated quite a lot of hype, and people just bought into it hook, line, and sinker. It sold a staggering number of copies. That's why I've now got an office, an employee, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we need cutscenes. Cutscenes is a good thing to research. Hey, seems decent. Thanks, Mikey, for the raid again. Hey, Mikey, while you're here, look what my employee was called. Did you see? I can't see their name at the moment, but yeah, it was Renee Burton. I mean, I was said at the time, I quite like the name Burton. It's the sort of person you want working for you in a technical capacity, I would say. I'm just pouring money into research at the moment, which is fine. But although I think we run out of potential research. I think we have. Okay. So I think Sherry in the chat said do some contract work just to buy some time while we wait for the Sony PlayStation to be released. So let's do that. Just keep some money rolling in. Is Nightbot misbehaving again, Mikey? Ooh, that was bad. That wasn't what we wanted. Surely this will work. At least let's make back the money we just lost with that mistake. Yeah, he's a bit overzealous, Nightbot. I don't know if we need it, to be honest, because all it's ever done is time out legitimate people. And then when the spam bots come along, Nightbot doesn't do a good job with them. So, you know, good job, Nightbot. Created by Zephyr Industries, home of bots. Right, so got any more? No more contract work we can do. Sony still haven't announced the PlayStation. Is there any more research we can do? Let's research medium games and let's research. So we can do at the moment. You know what we can do? We can start working on our new game engine as well after this, because we're going to need all of this stuff in our new game engine. We'll wait for this research to be done first, and then we'll get the new game engine done. So Heen Machine version 3, which will be our next gen version of Heen Machine. The fantastic RPG game engine, which is taking the world by storm. Publishing contracts, okay. Yeah, I think we might want to publish it for our next game, but let's work on our engine first. So Heen Machine 3. It's going to have all the cutscenes, all the dialogue, all the open world. Oh, we need stereo sound. No, we need stereo sound first. Surely. Can we not get better sound? Apparently not. Okay, we'll just have to go with it as it is. Heen Machine 3.0, simple cutscenes, dialogue, open world. Dear GameFront, we followed your progress in recent years and would like to extend this formal invitation to participate in the biggest game convention on the planet, known as the Games or G3, which is definitely not Electronic Entertainment Expo or E3. Someone broke the alerts, Mikey. Blame Morgan for that. We need to get them fixed. So if you want to pencil in some time for me this weekend, we can get that sorted. Having your own company booth at E3 will gain a lot of fans and hype for your game, and we think our audience would love to see there. We'll contact you yearly with booth options. Hope to see you at E3, says E3. From time to time, your employees need to recharge their batteries and go on vacation. Ah, fine. Go away. Ooh. The chat disappeared, that's weird. Yes, Pelagius, I'm trying to go for next gen, I think, so I'm just trying to do other things before the PlayStation comes along. And then we'll release our follow-up to the Elder Sky 5 scroll room on the PlayStation. I'm going to think maybe we do another RPG game, but this time maybe something like maybe set in the future, maybe like retro futuristic, maybe sort of set after some kind of nuclear war. I don't know if anyone's got a good name for that. Oh, E3, it's costing me a lot of money, this. I'm not spending 1.5 million. I'm not spending 80k. We've got nothing to show off. I'm not going to E3. We need the money. We need the money. So we've created our new game engine. We've got any more contract work we can do? Yep, let's do that. Just try and get some more money in while we wait. Contract successful. Let's do some more contract work. Hey, here we go. Right, today Sony have announced their own console called the PlayStation. Apparently the company completely reworked their earlier PlayStation prototype after Nintendo cancelled the project. The new PlayStation comes with a CD-ROM drive, 32-bit processors, and is wholly owned by Sony. Industry professionals say that this might be the beginning of a new generation of consoles. Nintendo declined to comment. The PlayStation will enter the market in 2 months. Fantastic. So just a couple of months to go. And we can get the... Oh, we need to research sequels so we can... Oh, do we want to do our Fallout game? Let's do with that... No, we'll go with Fallout. But we do want to research sequels so we can do a sequel to the Elder Sky 5 scrolling. Let's get some more contract work done while we just wait for the final push for the Sony PlayStation. Hey, there we go. PlayStation's been released. Fantastic. And the money's come in. Time for our new game. It's going to be a biggie. It's going to be aimed at a mature audience. It's going to be colonization. Oh, that's right. We said we were going to do like a Valheim. Not Valheim. We were going to do like a Valhalla ripoff. Let's do that. RPG, colonization RPG for the PlayStation. $200,000 for a license. It's a good thing I'm rich. And it's going to be in the Heen Machine version 3 engine. And this one's going to be called... oh, I don't know. What can we call it? A Viking story. No. Let's call it... let's call it Morgan Viking. No, I don't like that name either. What can we call our Viking game that's not Valheim or Valhalla? Valhalla's such a good name for a Viking game. Like, it's a shame I didn't think of it before Ubisoft did. It's a good name for a Viking game. Oh, what's that game that they used to play? Viking rap battle thing. Right, yeah, what was it called? Flighting, that was it. Flighting, let's call it that. I don't know. It kind of sounds suggestive. I'm not sure I like that name. What's some names of some old Viking gods? What have we got? Heimdall, Hermod, Oda, Frigg, Fuller, Vaseti, Idun. Odin's a good name, Thor's a good name, Loki's good. Balder. Oh. Pillage and Plunder. That's a good name. I like that. Oh, Ragnarok. Oh, Ragnarok's a good game as well. Oh, tough one. I think I might lean more towards Ragnarok, actually. There is a game called Ragnarok, right? Pillage and Plunder, Ragnarok. How about Ragnarok, Pillage and Plunder? It's got like a subtitle. I like that. Here we go. Right, I think we got it now. Ragnarok would have been a good one, yeah. He looks like a Viking, so that would have worked. Pick team members to work on different areas, so I'm not going to change the sliders too much because we kind of had a good formula with it, but we need to decide who's going to work on what. Okay. Rene's not got as much tech, but he's quite... Well, he's not going to either, really. Let's just have him working on the engine, which is kind of done. And Bergelson, I'm just going to do the heavy lifting because, you know, I don't trust my employees to do the work. We need to get the marketing train up and running with some early magazine coverage. And then Burton can work on dialogue. I'm going to take on the AI, and you'll therefore have to do level design just because I'm overstretching myself a little. And then we're going to do some magazines and demos just to build the hype train a little more. How much is a big campaign? 2 million. I've only got 560k left in the bank. I've kind of spent all my money here. Let's do a small marketing campaign. We're just going to have to invest, speculate to accumulate. That's what they say. World design, oh, it's crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. We've overstretched ourselves again, but it's okay. We can do it. Hey boss, I have a knack for security and I think we could really do with some security upgrades in our office. I've done some research and I think with an investment of 50k, I've only got 15k left. Sorry Burton, sorry Renee, but I just don't have that kind of money on me right now. Let's release Ragnarok Pillage and Plunder and then we'll see how we go. Come on, we need to get some money in. Come on. I know, we're in the red. I know. Come on, we need to... That's why we need to get this game released. Come on. Here come the reviews. Oh, it's not going to be good, I can tell. Oh, it's a 3. Oh, it's a 3. IGN gave it a mediocre review. Game Hero, mediocre. All Games said it was okay with only a 2. It's a Viking RPG game. I don't know why they're so down on it, to be honest. I spent a lot of money doing research there. I spent a lot of money on marketing. I got Bob Bauer out again to do some interviews, and they just didn't buy into it. I mean, we're kind of back where we started. Like, we've only got 100k in the... I mean, we're out of the red again, which is good. But, like, the sales of Ragnarok Pillage and Plunder are just dire, to be honest. I don't know how to invest into the security anymore because I turned Rennie down because I didn't have enough money. Yeah, tough crowd. Definitely a tough crowd. I'll tell you what. I think this game's sort of losing more money than it's making now. That was a rough one, to be honest. A bit disappointed with that. We're gonna have to do some contract work just to try and get some money back into the old bank. That'll go down as a big flop in the history of video games. Contract failed. No. You can be riding high 1 minute and you can just fall into the depths of obscurity the next. I mean, it's just a cruel world, right? It's, life is a cruel mistress. That's all I can say. Morale is low. No, we're not going to E3. We got no money. The true story of GameFront played out in a video game. That's true, Mikey. Yeah, we rose to great heights and then we just fell like a brick. It's a sad tale. It's a sad tale of woe, but, who knows what the future holds, right? We can rebuild it. We can be successful again. I think we need to move out of the RPG space. I think trying to do too many RPGs in a row probably upset the game a little bit. The problem is I'm just pissing money away here. Like, I can't earn it. Oh, we're going to have to try and just roll out some kind of crappy virtual pet sequel. Animal Farm, New Horizons. And it's going to be on the Might as well be on the PlayStation. It's gonna have crappy graphics though, because we don't have enough money. Look, oh, I'm 18k in the red. Oh, we're gonna have to be quick here. We've got 200. We've got 200, I think, on our overdraft now. But if we don't get this game done, boss, I've discovered that some really dedicated fans of the Dank Souls games have created a fan game using a lot of the material from our game. They don't make any money with it, and they just seem to do it for fellow fans. Our legal advisors strongly suggest that we shouldn't let this go on. What do you want to do? Stop them, or let them be. Let them be. We don't need bad publicity at this point in our lives. Yeah, we should do a Patreon. I don't think they existed in 1994, but we could certainly give it a go. Yeah, I'll be honest. This Animal Farm New Horizons is just going to be just trash, to be honest. But I just need to quickly roll some money in. Thank you. I'm Denise Reed, the main developer of Dank Souls fan game. We've been informed that we were advised about... yeah, no, you're welcome. GameFront is the best company in the world, and I'm glad to be part of the fan community. 197 fans. Good stuff. Let's just roll this piece of trash out quickly as we can, because I'm in the red. What are the reviews for this? They're not going to be good. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Fair. Bin material, that's fair. Game Hero said it was okay, but All Games said it was a waste of time. But that's fine. We knew it was trash. It was trash on purpose. We just wanted to get some cheap money in the coffers, basically. I think I'm spending more than I'm making still, though. Like, I'm not. Look at that. Like, money's going down. Like, we're not making any money off this piece of trash Animal Farm game. The contract work isn't paying very well at the moment. Like, we're not doing well here. One can't heal if one doesn't get hurt first. Yeah, I mean, fair. I think we're going to go bust here, you know, which is probably not a bad thing because I've been streaming for about 2 hours now, but we'll try and save it. We'll try and save GameFront from the depths of failure. 123k in the red. Freaking hell. And we failed that, so now we've just paid another 6 grand out. The bank manager's going to be giving me a call any minute. He's going to be like, "Oi, Danny Bergelson, I don't like my bank accounts having a negative cash flow. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to take this ridiculous loan with 5,000% interest rate, or are you going to declare bankruptcy?" Oh. Just can't make enough money. Like, I don't even know why I'm doing these contracts, right? Because like what, $19,000? It's not even touching the sides, and I'm not going to be able to develop a game quickly enough here. If I do a publishing deal, can they bail you out? That's an interesting question. To use a publisher, you need to sign a contract. So the contract will dictate the games you need to create, etc. Royalty rate. Okay. Oh, they give you some money though. I mean, we've done Ninja Simulation games before. Spy Adventure. But why would you want to be developing for the Master System at this late on in the game? Oh, minimum score of 8. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Can I create a Ninja Simulation game for the PC with a minimum score of 7, and not end up paying more than they give me money to make it? There's only one way to find out, I guess. It's time for It's time for rush hour. It's Time for Rush Hour. It's going to be a ninja simulation game. In the Hidden Machine 3, it's going to be a biggie. We're going to pour all our money into it. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to have to take the loan, I think. I don't know. This is a desperate move, basically. This is a desperate move in an attempt to save GameFront, but I've sold my soul to the devil a little bit here, really. I've sold my soul to the devil. Don't need better dialogues, really. I've sold my soul to the devil, and it's either going to pay off or it's going to just kill the company. And, I mean, I've got to get, what, like a minimum score of 7 on this game. I'm not going to make that much money from it unless it is successful, which I don't think it will be. It's tough, right? I mean, think of swim time, really, for GameFront. It's sink or swim time, to say the least. Oh, Nintendo have announced their next generation console called the Nintendo 64, which is expected in the coming months. It's the world's first gaming console to support a 64-bit processor. I don't think that's technically true, is it? I'm sure there was something else that had a 64-bit processor, but it just wasn't very good. Was it the Jaguar, maybe? The Atari Jaguar? I don't know. Nintendo said this will allow never-before-seen 3D realism, because the Super Nintendo's kind of fallen on its arse since the PlayStation came out, etc., etc. Right. It's time to release Rush Hour. It's releasing with a few bugs, unfortunately, which is a shame, but we didn't have enough time really to iron the bugs out because we need to get some money in the bank. So it's time for the reviews. Remember, we need to hit a 7. It's not looking good because that's a 1. It's a disaster. It's not worth it. It makes you cry. One of the worst games. One of the worst games in the history of video games. As Mikey rightly says, I've absolutely fucked it. Codemasters says that the game doesn't live up to expectations as per the contract, and a penalty is going to be applied to my account of 180,000. So yeah, we're done basically. We've screwed the pooch on that one. I'm not going to E3 this year. I'm not going to E3 any year because I'm about to funnel my personal wealth into an offshore bank account and leg it from the inland revenue because things have gone horrifically wrong. I mean, we have made some money back, but I don't think we can afford the loan. I don't think we can afford the loan that I paid, frankly. Hang my head in shame. I'm just not sure where we go next with this one. I mean, we need to do something because we're gonna run out of money pretty quickly if we don't keep the momentum up. So we need to go back to our strengths, right? Which is mythology, role-playing games. Let's go with the PlayStation again. Mature audience, medium, Hidden Machine 3, and we're gonna have to do it. The Elder Sky 6, Saint Trinians. It's the only way to go. I mean, we're just gonna have to get Bob Ballard to put the hype machine into full gear and just pray pray to God that we can salvage the company, basically. Although we're all game over because we're bankrupt, so we've absolutely fucked it, as they say. It was a desperate final move. That's probably a good time to end it, really. So, you know, 2 hours. We didn't do too bad. We kind of made it from the beginning of video games through to like the PlayStation, Nintendo 64 era. We had some pretty big success. We opened an office in the Valley. And then out of nowhere, we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. So there we go. We've just got confirmation that GameFront, which has been in financial trouble lately, has gone bankrupt. It appears that Electronic Mass Productions, a behemoth in the gaming industry, has purchased the remains of the company. A spokesperson for Electronic Mass Productions said that we are very excited to have acquired the rights to all of GameFront's previously released titles. Hearing the news of this, many fans of GameFront have expressed their disappointment. It's the end of my journey. You can either load a save game or restart this level, etc. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, I did what I could with it, right? I tried my best to keep the sharks from the door, the wolves from the door, to keep the company afloat, to keep Paul Burton in a job. Or was it Renee Burton in a job? Tried to keep the legacy of GameFront alive, which I couldn't quite do, unfortunately. So I'm afraid to say that we went bankrupt. Yeah, it was a bit of a Defy Media hatchet job at the end. The company went into the ground, and now the rights to those classic games like The Elder Sky 5 Scroll Rim and Jackie Chan's First Strike, Dank Souls. We had a cult following on Dank Souls, probably one of the best games that we released. Yeah, I mean, just to be exploited really by some other party. To be putting some compilation release in 10 years time, maybe some cheap remaster mobile version where they just microtransaction it. It just sullies our legacy really, but there you go. Yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks Mikey for the raid, much appreciated. Quite a good number of views there at the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch and on YouTube if you haven't already, for more of this kind of thing. I mean, we've got Morgan every day playing the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, which is a bit of a rip-off of my my game, Scrollrim, but apparently it's not too bad. And then tomorrow we've got Dark Souls 2 coming out on the YouTube channel, so you know, all kinds of stuff to look forward to. I will catch you all